they're not going to get any real traction in Innisfail.
Innisfail, a central Alberta town of 8,000, finds itself in the middle of the province's racism debate. After an on-again, off-again, and now possibly back on-again anti-racism protest planned for this parking lot on Saturday.
I've seen maybe 2 black families in this town, ever. I'm completely for Black Lives Matters, but this town's kind of not the audience that you're looking for.
We never used to have them. Things were great. Don't need them now. Things will be great. But they want to do it, let them go for it.
The Black Lives Matter protest was initially called off after an onslaught of online bigotry, but it was revived after a wave of support. Only a few dozen people have formally committed to going on Facebook, but there are hundreds of people in the Central Alberta Against Racism group, which is linked to the event page. And as the organizer herself posted, this has expanded well beyond what she was expecting.
It's a pretty small town, so I don't think it should be that big, you know?
If anything, it'll be good for tourism.
I'll be fishing.
City News reached out to the organizer, but the calls were not returned in time for broadcast. The town's mayor says they were caught off guard by all the attention and found himself backtracking on comments to the Calgary Herald that all lives matter. In a statement, he says, "Since I made these comments, I've received many messages pointing out my lack of awareness on what is a tremendously important subject. I received this feedback with the clear understanding that I need to do better." Alberta Premier Jason Kenney is unequivocal in his support.
Racism is always and everywhere an evil. It's a sickness of the soul. It must be condemned at every turn. And we must recognize a history of institutional racism here in Canada that sadly has touched us in Alberta.
But there is still some question about whether or not the rally will happen. This post was up for about an hour Wednesday, expressing concerns about the potential cost of the event, but it's since been taken down. In Innisfail, Jonathan Muma, City News.